Welcome to Cook Serve Delicious 2 and my continuing attempts to do all the Chef for Hire events at all the restaurants and get a medal each time, preferably gold. This time around, just for the sake of variety, and also because I don't want to be doing the Far East, Good Japan and Sushi Nest all at the same time, I figured I would start the Far East, so I can get at least partway through the Far East before I start Good Japan. And it gives me some nice variety. So, the Far East. Okay, it has, I'd call it corn on the cob, but they call it something else. Fish, which is easy, and that's, I can't remember, it begins with the letter O, and it's horrible to do. So I'm going to struggle with it. It also has, I forget what that green stuff is, broccoli I think, and 2 different types of rice as the sides. Beer is the drink, 40% buzz and 7 serving stations. But as always with the first shift of any new restaurant, let's go read the information. In 2017, the Far East opens its doors in Terragon Tower and gained intrigue thanks to its neurotic founder, Toshio Oguri. Unlike more conflict-averse business owners, Oguri would often force customers to leave if he believed they were talking too loudly. As time passed, Oguri's tolerance for noise seemingly worsened, expelling those who dared to speak, sneeze or chew with their mouths open. Well, the last one I can understand for sure. Sneezing's not good in a restaurant either. Many media outlets wrote about Oguri's unusual behaviour, until weeks later when it was revealed that Oguri's hearing aid had been set to max. Since resolving this issue, Oguri has yet to expel anyone from his restaurant. However, the culture of silence had already been established, making the Far East a popular restaurant destination for tranquil, intimate evenings. Okay. Like I say, the corn on the cob and the fish, no problem. That one is a challenge. That food there is a challenge. I don't know what it's called, but I do vaguely remember it being a challenge to do. I've mentioned before, when it comes to the Chinese restaurants and the Japanese and sushi restaurants, I struggle. Okay, yeah, they call it yakitorishiki. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, it's called corn on the cob. Now we can cook a salmon. And we can cook one of those. Very posh restaurant. All these people well dressed up. Here we go with the first one of these. Okonomiyaki, whatever that is. Okay, it's egg, chow mein, pancake, cabbage, in this case shrimp. Okay, that's it all cooking. I'm sure I will become more familiar with the keys as time goes by. He says hopefully. Okay, then I have to serve it. Ah, okay. OSH, mayo. Yeah, that's not going to go well. Egg, chow mein, pancake, cabbage, and squid. Okay, squid's a cute key. Oh. Yikes. I did say I was going to be slow at these. I'll wait till the first one's cooked before I try cooking the second one. OSH, mayo, anori, and sea strips. Okay, that's that. Thank you for the chores just as the rush hour started. I always wanted more chores. Salmon, alright, let's start this. Egg, chow mein, pancake, cabbage, shrimp. OSH mayo, that, and bonito flakes. Okay. The keys aren't too bad once you start getting used to them, but they do take some getting used to. And great, my Brussels sprouts have expired. Not entirely ideal, that. Number 4. Oh, that one. To serve number 6. No mayo with this one. Okay, that slightly confused me. Means I'm going to have to be more careful with the key presses. Okay, I've caught up and can relax for the moment, which is quite good because then there's another rush hour coming up in the not too distant future. Okay, I'm having less of a problem with the ingredients to actually start cooking that wonderful complex food. However, I'm not fully comfortable with the ingredient or the key presses for serving that food. Bluefin tuna. Oh, gold. Okay, that was a challenge. Especially it ended up serving 52 people with a food that, okay, I was getting more used to it as time went by, but it was not a simple food to prepare and serve. But I made it, got my perfect day and my gold medal. And I've unlocked a new plant. Okay, and that's it. I unlocked a plant. I was expecting more. Okay, so now we've got one email, True Reviews, Italy on the Cheap. Trevor True here with another True Review. I've just returned from Italy, so today I'll be talking about visiting Italy for cheap. While I didn't have enough money to take my family to the infamous tower, we were able to visit the leaning power pole of Pisa, which was just as good. And while we didn't visit the burial sites of either Julius or Augustus Caesar, I did see a nice Caesar salad. For dinner, we dined on instant noodles and watched public domain Italian near-realistic films on my laptop. 10 out of 10. Yeah. You might as well have stayed at home and watched television. Okay, well that was the first shift at the Far East. And like I said, I'm going to try and, as I'm currently seem to be cycling through these these 4 restaurants, and now the 5th one being the Far East, I'm going to try and get a little way into the Far East before I move on to Good Japan, and certainly before I then move on to Sushi Nest, purely because I don't want to be doing all 3 at the same time. I know some of the foods are similar, but it's just too much complexity all at once, and I would really struggle with that. So I may do a few Far East and bounce around between other shifts at other restaurants until I've either completed the Far East or got a fair way in before I start Good Japan. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Tomorrow, who knows, my mind may change. But that's the end of this one. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you down the road for more Chef for Hire events in Cook Serve Delicious 2. Cheerio!